Welcome back to the Cozy Cabin. I am your Cozy Cabin mom, and today we're going to talk about seedlings, when to start them, and what supplies you're going to need, and then how to move them into your garden. So, step one, get yourself some containers. I like these, and the reason I like this kind so much is they actually, I'm going to show you on one that has already kind of popped out. You can pull them directly out like little plugs, which is, I think, so beneficial. The problem with them being those like tiny little plastic ones is that you're trying to dig out the seedlings every time and a lot of times damaging them. One of the hardest things for seedlings to do is be transferred from state to state and from inside out. So how you're gonna get started is you're gonna get little trays, you're gonna get a light source, and then water is the last thing that they need. I like to use a heating pad for my seedlings. Normally seedlings will germinate between 70 and 80 degrees, and that's kind of what the heating pad will do. I don't keep my house at 80 degrees, so the heating pad really helps them germinate at a quicker rate. So I have 2 heating pads plugged in. I have my seed trays, I have water, and I have a light, and those are all the things that I use to germinate my seeds. As soon as they have germinated and they're a little bit bigger, I would say around this size, I'll move them to a larger pot. And then after that, they're gonna be in pots for probably another month because I'm waiting until my last frost. After that, I'm gonna start moving the pots outside a couple hours a day. 1 hour the first day, 1 hour the second day, 2 hours the third day, and so on until they're outside most of the time. And then I'm going to put them into the garden. It's called hardening off. When you take seedlings that are inside in a perfect container, perfect situation, they've got heat and air and water and none of the harsh elements of the outside world, and then you just throw them outside, a lot of times the seedlings will fail. And so it's a good idea to take your seedlings out slowly, introduce them to the wild, and then plant them into the ground and watch them just blossom. All right, so we're gonna plant some artichoke seeds, and I'm pretty excited about artichokes. Last year I tried them, they did not end up working out, but we're gonna try again this year. Lay the base of the seed side down. And you wanna do it about an inch down. So I'm just jabbing it in there and then covering it with soil. And then we just gotta make labels for these. So why did I start planting now versus in a month from now when when the sun's actually shining? There's snow on the ground still. And the reason that I did it right now and not in a month from now is that I really want to extend my growing season. And by that I mean, in Pennsylvania, I only have so much time to grow certain things. Something like loofah, which is all of these, takes a really long time to grow to get mature loofah fruits. I guess they'd be fruits. And so because of that, I didn't have enough time last year to harvest them when they were completely ripe. It was in October before they started growing profusely, and at that point we started having snow, and they're a delicate crop, and so I planted quite a few things that are kind of delicate crops that need a longer growing season, and I started about 4 weeks ago. So this is loofah. Loofah is one of them. I have gourds growing. I have painted melons, mini watermelons, a summer squash that I'm pretty excited about, and then a lot of cantaloupe. And cantaloupe doesn't need per se a long growing season, but I want to do multiple places of cantaloupe and see which one works best. I love that gardening is a lot of like trial and error. And I know that for some people that can be really intimidating, but I don't mind doing something and having it not work out perfectly. It just motivates me to try something different, to go a different direction, or to try something else next year. And eventually, I'll be able to have multiple crops that do well in multiple locations and understand deeper what goes into each one and why they need what they need and what are good companion crops. And there is a lot of research on that, and I've definitely done the research, but it is always different in your own garden as to like what works and why it works for you. So I'm very excited about this growing season. I'm really excited about these little seedlings. I transplanted a bunch of them yesterday into bigger pots, and we're just going to kind of keep going along and seeing what pops up. I so appreciate you joining me here at the Cozy Cabin. Thank you for your support. It means the world to me. Please stay subscribed so that you follow along to see the whole growing season, and we're going to watch these go into the ground outside in just about a month.